Unity 2D Course 1 Lesson 3. Overview of the interface. In this lesson, we will review the Unity interface, focusing on the 5 windows you will work with. Let's go see it. Getting around Unity is pretty easy, and you'll feel comfortable soon, once understood the function of each of the windows with which we will work, and Unity menus. Above, we have a toolbar that will allow us a control over the objects, the scene we work, and the game. We will see her in a while. I will explain the function and name of the most important windows within Unity. The main window is the scene, or scene window. In it, we will see all the objects within the current loaded scene. Understand the concept of the scene if you have played many games. And of course you are a player. When you make video games, you know they are divided into levels. Understand the concept of scene as levels. Each of those scenes will be a level within your game, and within each scene, we will have objects that we will configure and position as we want. The game window is the preview of your scene through a camera. We can see the game running, we can play it, we can pause it, and we can go frame by frame to see. If something strange happens that we do not understand, and can debut the game itself. The hierarchy window shows each and every object within a scene, and allows us to move objects or nest them. I want you to understand, the concept of object within Unity is very important, and it is only an entity that we can create at the beginning at any time, and we can give it a name, and it comes with a position in the world, in the scene we are working on. Then it will allow us to add components in order to personalize this object. Each will have its function. Imagine that some will be lights, others will be sounds, others a character, and others an enemy. They can be walls where the characters will collide and cannot pass. The inspector window is a window that is context sensitive and only shows the properties and components of the object you select so much in your scene, or hierarchy, or within your project. For example, if I select the main camera, will show me the assumption components in the world, and the characteristics and attributes of the camera itself. We will see it in depth ahead. Finally, there is the project window, in which you can create your folders and subfolders to organize all assets that we will use in the project. Understand the asset concept as each of the files that will be used somewhere in our game, such as scripts to control the characters, sounds, textures, sprites, animations, and all kinds of files you will need to create a game. Finally, the toolbar, as I said, allows us control over the scene. The first part of the bar comes with the buttons: hand, move, rotate, expand, or rectangle. Each of them, if you look, when selecting an object, will allow us to move it, rotate it, expand it in one of the axes, or rectangle to modify the composition. This last button allows us to do everything at once in a single context, and the last button on the bar is to add custom buttons. But we will not see it. The center and local buttons will allow us to change the pivot in which we will make these transformations in the object, but it will not be very necessary within what little we will see. Then the second section is focused on the execution of the scene and the preview of your game, as I taught before. And the last section is divided into the Cloud button, where you will see Unity Cloud Services. As we have a personal account, we will not use it, do not worry. In this button, you can go to your account on the Unity website, configure it, name, email, password. The Layers button will allow you to see and add new layers inside the game. We will see the concept later. This button is not called Portable, it is just a layout, and it is called, and you can select different window layouts to work more comfortably and as you feel comfortable. You can even move the windows however you want. Drag them, put them side by side, resize, and once you're comfortable, you can save that layout with a name and reload it whenever you need it. I invite you to experiment and see what is the layout that best suits your way of working, and make a save of your layout. Well, I hope you don't get overwhelmed by so much information. You will feel comfortable in Unity as you use it. In the next lesson, we will focus on the Scene and Hierarchy window,